Damn, Austin got this bitch bumping.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Philly Phil. Thank you all for being here. Tonight, we are going to discuss Carlether Foley. Yes, her mother called me a couple of weeks ago. She is still grieving the loss of her daughter, as would any mother, Carlether lost her life while she was sleeping in her apartment, in her bed. The neighbor was allegedly cleaning his gun, and it went through her wall and took her life. And her 17-year-old son found her because the neighbor didn't get up and go over there right away or call the police, which he should have. And, then her son, would not have, found her like that. Can you imagine a 17-year-old? He's an only child, finding his mom in the bed, talking to her, and she's not answering, and then to find out why she's not answering. But this man, he has been released from bond or whatever. Look, I was on the phone working on this, trying to get information. I still don't have the actual court, his case file. I still don't have it, but we'll get into that. But what we're going to do first, we're going to listen to one of the interviews. But I want to say thank you before we get into everything. Hold on a second. Let me move this real quick. Oops. Okay. How y'all doing? So hopefully Miss Jackie Foley, she knows we were going to be live tonight. Hopefully she's watching. Her mom name is Jackie. Prayers for Miss Jackie Foley and the son as well. And the family, that family. Shout out. Let me see here. So thank you guys, new members. Let's see. Cherie Morris, thank you. Paulus and Gladys, thank you. 3 new members, I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for coming in here as we discuss another case. I've been telling you guys that we're not always going to talk about Sweetie Pies because there's a lot of people out there, that call me and that would like for us to discuss their, they may have a tragedy as well. And this is one I believe deserves a lot more, a lot more of attention. If it was an accident, okay, it was an accident, but prove it. Let us know. Don't just sit around and not do nothing. I mean, let me see. She lost her life, looks like on 9/24. Okay, and the family is in the chat. Okay, thank you guys. I hope that I, can help, or that I present this in a way that you find fitting. And if I don't, forgive me. I'm going to do my best. I do not have all the information I wanted to have, though. I like to have all kind of documents, but I don't have that because it's uh, it's something stinky in Gwinnett County, Duluth, Georgia, wherever that is. I'm telling y'all, I ordered the court documents, the court records, paid for it. Then it said download it. I downloaded it and it said, oh, it's can't download. I called them in Duluth, Georgia, Gwinnett, or wherever it is. Oh, IT said you can get it now. I go back, it says nothing is available. This case file is gone. Where did it go? They told me that again today. I called the technical people for the site that you use to order court documents from Gwinnett courts. I'm going to show you guys. But I believe she lost her life on 9/24. He was arrested on 9/26 and released shortly after the funeral. And I believe the funeral was in, hold up, I got my text messages here. So he's just been roaming around. I hope he ain't been cleaning no more guns because he's just been roaming the streets. He was arrested, she says, on September the 26th. Yes, and he didn't go before the judge until September the 28th. And he stayed in there until after the funeral. They kept him in there until after the funeral. Then they gonna let him go. Y'all ain't slick. Y'all ain't slick. And then she received a call from the court saying that he had been released. Okay, y'all, we're gonna go, and these are some of her pictures. She was an aspiring actress. I'm gonna read something about her in a minute, but she was an aspiring actress. She was in Georgia. She's originally from Houston, Texas, and H-Town. I'm from Beaumont, Texas, 88 miles down the street, Highway 10. Okay, this is like, this is hometown, Southeast Texas. That's where I'm from. So I thank you guys, and we're gonna do. I don't know what we can do, but at least we can try to bring attention to it and talk about it. Okay. You get to talking about it and everybody might start talking. Maybe he had some friends that he told something, like Mr. Sorrella say, he might have told somebody something. Who knows? Maxwell Williamson, that's his name. Hold on. Let me show y'all what he looked like before I go any further. Here he is right here. That's the perpetrator. Well, that's the perpetrator or defendant or whatever you want to call him. That's him. This is the one that was playing with his gun while she was sleeping. Miss Carlether was sleeping in her bed and he shot it through the wall. He was cleaning his gun and he forgot that there was a bullet in the chamber, the rank, whatever you call it. Now, he's trying to go to the Army. So my son is in the Army. They know about guns. He knew what kind of I believe he knew the bullet was in the freaking chamber. If you're cleaning and you've been playing with it all day, they're so fun, the guns. They always want to have a gun. I'm not knocking nobody that have guns. I know we have the right to bear arms and all that, but you don't sit up in the middle of the night. I don't know what time of the night it was, what time or whatever, and play with your gun and shoot it through the wall. And I like to know if had they ever had any words. I mean, I just don't know what, or maybe he just. But he said it was an accident. We'll find out soon. The truth will look. Sooner or later, the truth will come out. What do I like to say? Hold on, guys. To the family, justice, even if it's slow, it is for sure. So to the family, just know that justice may be slow, but it is sure. Just as sure as the days is long in the summertime, it will happen. Okay, it'll happen. Now, it's slow sometimes, and they think that they done got away. Now, I know we're talking about Carlether, but, it took 4 years for Dre's people to get arrested. It took 4 long years. Maxwell was at least arrested, but he's walking around like nothing happened. But justice sometimes is slow, but it is sure. Okay, let's get to what I want to watch here. Okay, hold on a second. I know it may not be the best, but this is all right. Let's see. It says, a Houston family in mourning is working to bring back their loved one's, body from Atlanta. This is when it first happened after a senseless killing. Gwinnett County Police said 36-year-old Carlether Foley died from a gunshot wound to the head as she slept in her apartment in Duluth, Georgia on September the 26th of 2021. Her 17-year-old son said he was the one who found her lifeless body in the bed. Lord have mercy. Authorities said they found a bullet hole in the wall of the apartment. Foley's neighbor told the police his gun went off while he was cleaning the weapon. The neighbor, 22-year-old Maxwell Williams, I'm going to call him Max, said he forgot that there was a bullet in the chamber. He forgot. Really? Have you ever forgotten that there was a bullet in the chamber? Authorities have charged Williamson with involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct. He's in jail with no bond. Well, we know he got a bond. How much was the bond? Foley's family shared their heartbreak with ABC 13 Friday. Her son, Keandre, that's his name, Keandre, wow, I wonder do they call him Dre, is now staying with his grandmother, Jacqueline Foley, in Southeast Texas. I've never experienced the hurt, the pain that I'm feeling. I don't know what to do, said Jacqueline Foley. You had no right to take my baby from me. So we're going to go ahead and watch this instead of me reading it. So hold on a second.
This is a tough one. This woman's 17-year-old son is back here in Southeast Texas, staying with his grandmother after finding his mother shot to death. That mother's neighbor is now under arrest. Her loved ones overwhelmed with pain. Carlether Foley made her family laugh. She dreamed big, moving from Houston to Atlanta several years ago, working to build an acting career.
I've never experienced the hurt and the pain that I'm feeling. I don't know what to do.
Inside Jacqueline Foley's North Houston home, you could feel the tremendous loss. A grandmother held her grandson close, trying to ease the heartbreak.
You had no right to take my baby from me. You had no business to take her life away from her child. He's 17 years old. This is his last year at school. You have hurt my family. You have took my baby.
I don't get it. I don't understand. A soul, don't bother nobody. My mama didn't do nothing. It's like it was destined to happen. My mama died in her bed.
Gwinnett County Police call Foley's killing senseless. They arrested her neighbor, 22-year-old Maxwell Williamson, on involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct charges. A bullet hit Foley in the head as she slept in bed inside her Duluth, Georgia apartment.
The story was that he basically was cleaning his gun. He was sitting in his bed cleaning his gun, and the gun went off. He thought he emptied the chamber.
Maxwell stated that he was cleaning his firearm and had an accidental discharge that went through the wall into his neighbor's apartment.
This afternoon, the 36-year-old's loved ones say they're working to raise money to bring Foley's body back to Houston for a funeral.
It don't feel real. I found my mama by myself. I was gone all day. My mama had already been gone. I didn't know nothing.
I'll tell you what, your heart goes out to that young man and his entire family. Relatives have set up a GoFundMe to help with the expenses of bringing this woman's body back here to Houston for a funeral. And we will post that information inside abc13.com and on my social media pages. Reporting live near downtown Houston, Steve Campion, 13 Eyewitness News.
Okay, so as you can see, the family, and I believe Miss Foley told me that, I believe now, she told me that once her mother found out, her mother was gone not too much longer after that. Once she found out her grandbaby had lost her life. The grandma, I think she told me her mother was, well, you all heard the conversation, was like healthy. Was doing for herself. But once she found out about her granddaughter, it was just, I think I told her she died of heartbreak. I believe I'm right. If I'm wrong, Miss Foley, forgive me. But I believe that's what was told to me. So you guys saw that. And let me move on. I have something else I want to share with you. Let me just try to bear with me here. Let me do this while I'm looking for what I need to find here. I'm gonna put that up there, and I'm gonna put this one up here. So let me see. What are you all saying real quick? Georgia always has racist BS going on. I could never live there. Yes, sorry for the family, but you know what? I know. Where is Al Sharpton and Ben Crump? Where are they? I'm gonna call. I'm gonna ask you guys to help me the same way you've been helping me with Dre's case. Come on, we can make calls. You can stay right there in your house and just call. We can call Duluth. We can call the Gwinnett County, the court, the jails down there, whatever, the DA, and ask him, okay, well, when are you going to go ahead and, get some more movement on this? And we can call Crump and we can call Sharpton. They're everywhere else every time something happens. I mean, I think this is worthy of their attention. That's my opinion. So I would hope that you guys will help me with that, because I was on the phone all day and I didn't get anywhere. What was he charged with? We're going to get to that in 1 minute. We're going to get to that. Okay, welcome everybody. Sanjay, Miss Vicky, Milty Johnson. Yes, he's been brushed under the rug. Yeah, they trying to brush it under the rug. Well, we going to sweep that rug, honey. We going to dust it off. We going to take it outside and shake it, okay? It was a $35,000 bond. Oh, what? I couldn't find that anywhere. I was wondering how much. Well, he isn't off just yet now. I mean, he hasn't had the trial and been found not guilty. I'm from H-Town. Justice for Carlether. Yes, justice for Carlether. We're going to hashtag that. Justice for Carlether and her, her son, he was 17 then. So he should be around 18, I guess. Finding his mom. Can you imagine? You see now? Okay, yes. So I'm not buying his story. I know. you know what? I hate them. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but something is just not right here. So I'm going to also, in case anybody from the family or anybody would like to come on and speak, because no one can tell your story the way you can. I can give you the platform and you can tell your story, but no one can tell a story about anybody. No one can tell anybody's story. I don't care what kind of information or documents they have. Nobody can tell your story the way you can. So I'm going to drop the link, and I'm going to open up the phones too to hear what you guys would have to say. So I just put the link in there. I'm going to try to pin the link. Hold on a second. There it is. Let me pin this link. All you have to do is hit the link if you want to come on. But let me go ahead and find something else that I wanted to show you guys. So bear with me here. So this right here, I know you guys can't see it just yet. Let me move that comment too. So this here is just, so this was case information. So the case number was like a pre-trial or whatever. State of Georgia versus Maxwell Williamson. Case 21 that happened in 2021-07660. Filing date 9/26. Magistrate Court. Criminal pre-trial. That's what it was, a pre-trial. Bound over to the Superior Court. Now, state of Georgia, the defendant Maxwell, his attorney Jeffrey Sliz. I'm gonna call the attorney's office. What's going on with you and your client? White male, address 3355 McDaniel Road. He was in apartment number 13104. Charge involuntary manslaughter, a felony, 9/24/2021. Reckless conduct, misdemeanor. So those are the two charges. Then it said setting date 10/13/21, bond, that was the bond date. And see, it didn't have the bond amount on here. So his bill, somebody said it was $35,000. At least I don't think I saw it on here. There was an arrest warrant. They told me I could have a copy of the arrest warrant, but they can't mail it. I would have to go to the police department to get it because I wanted a copy of it. I like to have all of that. But normally I can pay for it and have it mailed. And I'm not, I don't have anyone in Duluth, but anyone there could go and get it. I don't wonder how far is Duluth from Atlanta. I know some people in Atlanta. First appearance hearing, 10-5 was a subpoena. And this here was pretty much all I could get, guys. This was pretty much all I could get. You see there, the hearing was at 8:30, result bound over. Then 10:13, special conditions bond. So it looks like he was released on 10:13, a special conditions bond. What are the special conditions? That's what that's looking like to me. Let me see what you guys are saying over here. Wait a minute. What room was next to her bedroom? Where I know I need to know the layout of the apartment, and I can probably, I can pull that, do more research. Like, were there bedrooms? Like, was his bedroom next to her bedroom? It's just weird. Maybe he researched how the apartments were laid out. People do weird things, and maybe he knew just where, but how did he know where her bed was? They didn't know each other, right? He'd never been in her room. It's just a lot of information, a lot of things that a detective should be trying to find out. I know if they did their work, okay, what room was he in? Was he in the living room? Was he in his bedroom? We need to know. Okay. HPD is crook. That's why they need to get them a lawyer and get justice for Carlether. Absolutely. Justice for Carlether is what we want. Such a heartbreak. It definitely is. Hello, Alice, tailor-made. Okay, wow, his case just went go. Yeah, it just went ghost. It's like, but okay, let me find the other. I want to show you guys. Let me see here. Where is it? Let me try and find it. There's so much. I had the Houston courts pulled up, so I thought. Let me find it. Okay, was this it? Okay, someone did hit the link. Oh, great! Find it. Okay, was this it? Hey, Miss Fo. Okay,
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Great.
Let me put a hat on my head because I'm looking a little crazy.
Okay, if you want to turn your camera, hey, it's totally up to you.
I don't mind anybody seeing me. Let me just look a little decent.
Okay, I'll just do this while
I'm here.
You got it the way you want it?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for joining. And
you're welcome.
I hope that, have I said anything do you need to clarify anything that I've said or what?
Yes, I would like to clarify some things.
Okay. Can you turn your TV down in the background?
I just turned it off.
Okay.
Once again, hello everyone. Thank y'all so much for joining. I would like to just tell you this. Something is truly wrong. They are covering up because I have been calling them, trying to get information, trying to get a case number. And so many times I was told that the police had not given them any information. So they didn't have anything, which I never believed. I always felt like something was wrong. You are covering up. The first story, like I said, when my grandson called me, I had talked to my daughter the day before because my sister was in the hospital. I called Carlether that morning and Carlether did not answer the phone. I knew something was wrong. And it's just a mother's intuition that because I blame myself, like, why didn't I call Keandra and say, hey, why is your mom not answering the phone? She always calls me right back when I call her, and I didn't. When my grandson called me and said, Mimi, I just started screaming. I said, give a CPR. Give a CPR. Where's my child? Where's my child? Just give a CPR. He said, Mimi. And I have two phones, so I start calling my niece, Tiffany. Then I told her, get a plane, something has happened to Carlether. Then I started calling my son. Before I knew it, I hear something, boom, hit the door. It was my son. I ran and opened the door. He was laying on the thing. He said, Mama, Carlether dead. I passed out. All I remember him saying, Mama, don't do this. Mama, please don't do this. Mama, please don't do this. So he got me up, and before I knew it, a lot of my relatives was here. But when we got there, we was told one story. Then the story changed. Okay. The lady said that the detective, she told me, my son, and my son's father that when they went in the apartment, they was trying to figure out what had happened. They didn't know. When they moved the bed, moved her headboard, there it was. The headboard had been shot through his wall into Carlether's head. Now, the bedrooms are set up like when you walk in Carlether's front door, that was Key Andre's room. So you would walk through the living room, and that was Carlether's room on the other end. So it was divided. So we were told that this young man say that he knocked on the door. He left a note on the door. I don't believe him. My grandson said the week before then, there was a white piece of paper on the door with nothing on it. He walked in there and asked his mom, Mama, what is this? She said, I don't know, son. She said that my grandson said that his mama looked at the paper back and forth, didn't see nothing on, so she just took it and put it in trash and say she didn't know. I don't know what it is. So that happened the week before. I've heard some rumors about stuff like that, but I don't want to say because I don't know if it's true. But I was told that that's called setting somebody up, saying that that person is black that stay there. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I was told. Okay, so we were told that he had put a note on the door stating if he had made any damages, he would pay for it. Please don't call the police. I'm trying to go to the army. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Nothing they have told me do I believe. Then the lady tell me that the young man went home after supposed to have been knocking on the door, got dressed and went to work, got off of his job, came back home, got dressed and drove and was driving to a wedding. The police say that they went in the office and got the emergency key and went in his apartment. That's how they know that the bullet had came from his apartment. And that's when they called him to turn around. He knew what he was doing. I don't care what anyone says. I've been saying it since day one. I don't know if this young man approached my daughter and my daughter turned him down or what, and he could not stand rejection. I don't know. But I know Carlether was not a person that would mess with you if you didn't mess with her. My grandson said they had been staying in those apartments for 3 years. My grandson said he had never saw this man before. I don't know what problem he had with my daughter, but do I believe he was cleaning his gun? No, I do not. I am a level 4 officer myself. I know when cleaning a gun, you have to make sure that there's no bullets in the chamber. You cannot tell me that. And being that he was going to the army, I know he know better. He knew exactly what he was doing. He took my child's life for whatever reason. I don't know. I want the truth. I want the truth, and I want the lies to stop. The apartments that Carlether was staying in on McDaniels Road, when we walked into that apartment, they lied and told us that they were not aware that anyone had killed anybody in their apartments that night. Lie. I don't believe you. You're lying. They told us they could not talk to us. If you could not talk to us, and if you did not know that there was a killing in your apartment, why would you not talk to us? If my grandson would have not been with us, we would have not been able to retrieve their thing because they said they would not let us in. Yes, they did. Even though my child had been killed there, they would not let us in. If my grandson did not have the key, we would have not been able to get into that apartment. It's just too many lie after lie and too many, oh, well, we can't call it, oh, well, we can't make the court give a court date. Or it's just too much inconsistencies.
Delayed
This
check.
is bull crap. The truth is the truth. You have when a parent lose a child, and if nobody has never been there, I could tell you what it feel like. This is a constant hell for me. I am steady breaking down. I am steady crying, trying not to let my grandchild see me break. But if you ever want to be broke, let something happen to your child. You will know just where I'm at right now. When my daughter this first happened to her, I stopped eating. I completely stopped eating. I could not have an appetite knowing that I don't know what happened to my child and why you did this to my baby. Why did you do this to my baby? Why did you let her 17-year-old child find her? And now he's struggling. He told me last week, he said, Mimi, I'm realizing now that my mother is not coming back. Do you know how that make me feel to understand and know that I cannot help my grandchild because I can't even help myself right now? And the breaking and the crying and my nieces, my little niece, Moo, Lily is still having issues. My niece Tiffany, my son, we're trying to act like life is going on, but it's not. For my mother, after this, to find out and realize that she was at her granddaughter's funeral, had a heart attack. She was doing for herself before this happened. She was walking around and doing everything. And when she found out that she was really there, my mother had a heart attack and she never recovered. She became bedridden. Her heart was broken that she buried her grandchild. I want the truth. Our family needs justice. We need justice for Carlether and Carlether's family. We are broken. This was a person that made sure when she came to Houston, she went and saw every single one of her relatives, and let them know I'm here. That's who Carlether was. Carlether was always making us laugh. Carlether was always the one that everybody was gonna know she was there because she was gonna dance from the time the party started to the time the party was over. My daughter went to Atlanta with her clothes in her car. She had no money, none. She started acting. She went to follow her dream and she was making it. I am so proud of you, Carlether, and I know you hear me. Your mother will love you forever, but I shall get justice for you. Yes, I will. I don't care if I have to fight till the rest of my life. I will get justice for my child. I will get justice for my grandbaby. Yes. I am asking everyone to call and find out and inquire, why is it taking so long? What are you doing? Why have Carlether's case in the paperwork, which the lady told me was there, that is not there?
It's not.
Why is it not there? Y'all are covering up something. You know what happened. I'm sure you know what happened. Carlether stayed at a predominantly white neighborhood, and I know that has a lot to do with it. But my daughter, she was my child, my baby. And he had no right to take out my child away from me, her son, her family. We loved Carlether. He had no right to do that. And for him to sit there and looking bland as if he done nothing when he know exactly what he done. And for the investigator to tell her family one story and then get up on the stand and change it was absolutely wrong. We
The
need
sound went out a
justice
little bit.
for Carlether. I am asking for everyone to help. Let your family know about this, please.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
need help. That's all I want to say. And thank y'all so much. So many of my relatives is on the line. And I thank each and every one of y'all for showing up and showing out for y'all cousin and for your family member.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Jackie. I'm going to do, I mean, I would make calls, I would get on the computer, I would do whatever I can. And I know that my supporters will, you know, I have some supporters that help me with a lot of research. So I know they'll help me as well. We will make calls and ask them, when are you going to set a court date? Where is the case filed that any other person that's been arrested, you can go and you can find the document out on the system. What I'm going to show you, it just says it's gone. It's not there.
I told you, I looked for it. It's not there. But she told me it was there. And I know after looking for it, it was not there. It is not there. What are you hiding? What are you hiding? I want justice for my family. My son tries, like I say, tries to hide it from me that he's not still hurting, but he'll slip and say, Mama, this morning I couldn't even get up. Mama, it's certain times of the morning, the same time I get up every morning and cry. Every morning, he say the same time. My niece Tiffany, breaking down, her child. I have to constantly take her to the gravesite. We need help. We want to know what happened to our family. This is my baby. I don't understand. Just don't understand.
Yes.
So I'm sure some of my other family members are on the line.
And I'm going to put the number up. I have someone that's calling, wants to say something as well, but if any of your other family want to hit the link and come up.
Clarify anything that I've said or what? Yes, I would like to clarify some things. Can you turn your TV down in the background? Okay, I'm trying to turn this off. I'm trying to turn it off.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I have some other family members on there. And guys, y'all call and talk about your cousin. I know you miss her as much as I do. Carlether was, oh my gosh, she was doing so well in acting. She was just getting better and better. And I kept saying, girl, you doing it. Girl.
She's beautiful.
Your mama's so proud of you.
Yeah, she's beautiful. And I know, and you know, just keep the faith. And we're going to do whatever we can. And justice is slow sometimes, but I know it'll come. You know, it will come. We will find out the truth sooner or later. If it was an accident, it was an accident. But let us know. Do something.
Let us know. Let us know. Because of what you're showing right now.
Right. It's like
there's no way. It could have been an accident because you're hiding too much.
When I called them, I was speaking to the police department, the people there. She said, okay, well, IT said he just went in there and fixed something. Now you can go back and get it. But when I went back, then it said there's no case information.
Nothing.
There. It disappeared after I paid for it. So now, did you say that his bedroom was right next to her bedroom? I didn't catch that.
Yes, the wall, because like I say, it was you know how you have the bedroom, like Keandre's bedroom was on one side and her bedroom was on the other side. So her bedroom wall was like this wall right here. So the other room that's on the other side of this, see this wall right here? So the wall that's on the other side of it, that's where the bed was. So the bed was there. So when I got there, my son had pulled it from against the wall. My son had pulled it from against the wall, and him and her dad had cleaned up the room so I wouldn't be able to see exactly what had happened. But my son pulled it away so I could see the bullet that came through the wall and went through her headboard and into her body. And I actually saw the hole in the headboard also.
Well, ma'am, I am so sorry, Miss Jackie, you know, for your loss. And I know there's nothing we can say, you know, we can only imagine, you know, I've never lost a child. So, you know, you just never know, but I will do whatever I can. And I hope that you're pleased with the way I'm presenting.
Thank you so much, Phyllis. Thank you. My family, thank you. We thank you so much.
We miss
that girl. We miss her so much.
I know.
I told you the other day how when she would call me and I would be doing something and she said, "Mama, what you doing that for?" And it'd just be like, sometimes I could be talking and her voice just come out of me and I just be like, "Oh God, Carlether's here." You just have that feeling, you know?
Mhm.
So I miss that girl. I miss her. I miss her calling and saying, "Mama, I'm getting on a plane. Mama, I'm getting off the plane. Mama, we'll be there in 10 minutes. Mama, I'm there. Mama, come on out. Mama, let's get." My God. So I want my grandson. I know that he's on this live. And Keandre, I am asking you to speak out for your mom. You are on this line. Call her because you are on the line and speak about your mother. So I'm going to get off and let you pull some other people in. I thank you so much, Miss Phyllis. Thank you so much.
Anytime you want to come on and speak, and if you want to, you think of something else you want to say, anytime I'll go live just so you can say, just let me know, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Yeah, that was the mother. That was her mother, Carlether's mother. And I do have a caller. So, caller, you want to say something about this case, right? We're not talking about Sweetie Pies.
Hey, how you doing, Philly?
I'm doing just fine.
I called in to say I am so sorry for Miss Foley. Isn't that her name?
Yes, Miss Jackie Foley.
For her loss. I understand what she's going through. I have a cousin that's going through the same thing with Texas right now about her son. They even lost the medical examiner report. So I understand Miss Foley. I have a lot of family in Houston. And I'm going to call them tonight and tell them to watch your show so they can be supportive to her in any way.
Thank you.
And if she would like, I will also give you my cousin's name and number so Miss Foley can talk to her because she's going through the same thing.
And she's in Houston?
Her child died in Texas. They gave her, the medical examiner never did complete the report.
Okay, hold on.
Never did any arrest.
Ma'am, hold on. I have a Houston call. Hold on 1 second. Houston, is this part of the family?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Other call. I'm gonna let the family speak. Okay. Okay, ma'am. You want to give us your name?
My name is Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm just fine. Thank you for calling. So, how were you related to Carlether?
Carlether is my cousin. Our fathers were brothers. And just want to say we miss her tremendously. Like Jackie said, she was the life of the party. She's truly missed, and we really want justice for her. And that's all. I mean, we all suffer from the loss that we received. And to see Jackie, who is also very vibrant, to see her low and down sometimes gets to the family. And I just want to tell Jackie that we're continuing to pray for her. And we just ask that everyone continue to pray for our family.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
If that who is Keandre, if he's on the line still, I want to let him know that I love him. And like I just say, just keep us in prayer.
Okay, thank you. We will do that. And I don't know, this may be another one trying to call or they hung up. Okay, thank you. That was her cousin. I'll go back to the other call. And if I get any more Houston calls or family calls, I'll answer those. Go ahead, caller. Finish saying what you were saying, please. Okay, hold on. I have someone coming in. Maybe this is part of the family. Hold on 1 second. Hello? Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Hello?
Hello? Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh.
Are you calling? Are you part of the family?
I can hear you now.
Yes. Are you part of the family? Are you still there? I think his phone's going in and out.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So, and what's your name? Are you part of the family or?
My name, my name is Keandre. I'm the son of Carlether Foley,
Okay.
and
Sorry. So sorry for your
yeah, I
loss.
just, thank you. I appreciate it. I really didn't even want to get on here today. I just, my grandmother wanted me to do this, so this is only why I joined. I really don't even like. I don't like speaking about this because I just, I can't even believe it's true. Like I can't even believe this is real right now. Like I don't even, I'm confused.
Right.
Really confused on what has happened to my mother because she's doing nothing. She's literally the last day I talked to her, she told me I love her. We had an argument about something so dumb like some weeks before this happened, and I was just so mad at myself. Like I didn't even understand, like why didn't I see where she was coming from as a mother? The last argument we had, I just ever since we moved out there, I never wanted to be there. I just always would tell my mama, like, Mom, I don't want to be here. Like, this not home. I don't know why I don't like it. I just don't want to be out here. I would tell her all the time, and she just like, I'm sorry, Keandre. I just ain't nothing for me in Houston. She's, that's where we from. She felt like, she had to get away from Houston, and I just, I don't know what it was. The
Hello,
atmosphere, I
Carla.
just didn't like it. And I finally tried to start, for her. I didn't even, half of the time we was there in Atlanta, I just, I didn't even want to be there, so I didn't even try to be happy. But I started trying, and it was happening because I know she wanted to be there, and I wanted to leave so bad, and she didn't want me to go, and I was trying to leave early, and we got into an argument over that, and I couldn't see, I had to really just think about it. I was being selfish. And I had to see for myself. It's just my mama wasn't ready for me to leave. It was getting that time for me to be a grown man to be out on my own, and she wasn't ready for that.
And
So
I'm quite sure she loved you, and I know she didn't hold. I can feel sure and say she didn't hold anything against you. And you're not the only child that don't like to move when parents relocate. So don't blame yourself or you know blame yourself for that because you are not the first child to be like, well, I don't want to move. Leave friends and have to get new friends and go to a different school. So you're not the first child to feel like that. So I wouldn't, don't blame yourself for that. You still there? Yeah.
I'm here. I just
Well, and I know
just
you don't
that
have a lot
whole
to
them
say.
whole little weeks.
Right. And I know
It's kind
you
of
really
breaking
like
up.
to say,
I don't know if you're still talking.
yeah, I'm still here. This probably is a bad connection. I was gonna say, and I know you really thank you for coming on. We're not gonna hold you and just keep you talking because I understand you are still grieving, and I know your mother would be proud. You did come on, and I'm sure she knows that you love her. And I thank you for coming on and speaking. I do have another one of your family members on the phone that wants to speak. Okay,
Okay.
you family member, are you
Uh,
there?
I'm here. I'm here. How you doing?
I'm just fine. And what's your name?
Good. Thanks. My name is Mitty.
Video.
Carlether's cousin. Yes, I'm Carlether's cousin. By my aunt Ellen, which is our aunt that passed away just not that far after my cousin. That if you can hear me, I just want to tell you, be much encouraged and know that the Lord is with you every step, no matter how hard it seems. He's there. Just reach out to him. Just talk to him. He's there. Cousin Jackie, I just want you to be encouraged. Cousin Tiffany, George, all my family that's dealing with this. One thing I can say is that Jesus Christ, he sees everything. He knows everything. And what was done, it will come to the light. No matter how dark it is right now, nothing is being hid, nothing has come forth. But it will, because the Lord will not leave it to be in the dark. My cousin was a very wonderful person. I love her very much. She's missed very much. And I thank you too for even having this show to talk about this situation because it's like I said, it's like everything just been swept under the rug like nothing. That a life was taken. So I just wanted to just encourage my family and more so
reach to the Lord and let him help you through, because he is the true help for everything. No matter how bad it is, he's the true help for all of the hard times, all the struggles, all this. He is our help. So I just want you all to know that I love y'all. Be much encouraged and keep going day by day, step by step, and know that Jesus is always there.
Thank you so much. And I know
Yes.
I could tell that he wasn't, he didn't really have much more to say, and I didn't want to have him to keep talking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still hard. It's still hard. I can't even imagine, and he was there with her, and had to find her that way. And it's just so much, and just like what you were saying, I look at a lot of things. I don't say a lot of stuff, but I know that I don't want to falsify anything. But one thing that I did remember, when somebody commented to me on one of the comments, they were saying that the guy that did the shooting, he was saying that there was a lot of noise. So he was able to know where my cousin was in her home, what was going on in her home, whatever was being done, he was hearing it. So he knew where someone was, what in the house, because that's what was somebody commented on one of the YouTube comments. And I just didn't say anything. But one thing is that even when Cousin Jackie talked about that white piece of paper, I talked to somebody about that. And that was a sign. That paper being put on that door was a sign for a racial deal, to let it be known that a Black person lived at this home. That's what it was. I got the information because I talked to somebody, and they were telling me, just from past experiences, that's how they identified that, and then I know with my cousin being in the Black Lives Matter, talking about this different stuff, it just drew the attention to her, against her, and this is what it led to. Even though a lot of people may not want to say or talk about it, it's stuff what it is. And like I put in the comments, the only thing that's blocking the truth is the wall. The wall is what's blocking the truth, because you can't see behind the wall. But when you just look at everything and how everything just changed, story from story, everything changed. One minute he didn't know the bullet was in there. He forgot it was in there. Which one was it? And so it's just a lot, but I know justice will be served, because I know that God that I serve, he will prevail. He will bring it all forth. So
yes.
Thanks again though for talking about this, because it's been on the quiet, it's been hush, and it's just not like
I had not heard
it.
Yes, I had not heard anything about it until your mom called me. I think some more of your family's trying to call, but I had not heard.
You can. Don't worry. I'm off. I just wanted to get on and just let everybody know I love y'all. Be much encouraged.
Let me just add this. Wait, don't hang up. Let me add this call. Is this part of the family as well?
Yes.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. Are you part of the family as well? Wait, I'm getting too many. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. There you go. I think you guys are connected now. All right. You can go ahead and finish up. I think are you still on there, Kitty?
I'm here.
Okay. I think I have 2 family members on the phone, so you guys go ahead. Hello?
I'm not a family member. I think the other person is.
Okay. The 281, the Houston number, your family?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, I am Carlether's great aunt, Lundy. And it's really been difficult because Ellen was my sister. And like Jackie said, once she was at the funeral, we didn't even know. She didn't even know me. She didn't even know me. She didn't recognize me. Her eyes were just open, and she never recovered. We love Carlether so much. And it was just so hard because it was just so unbelievable. It was just.
Somebody has that. Okay, cut the TV down. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Somebody got to cut their TV down in the background.
Okay, I think it was mine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Carlether's great aunt. Lundy.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. And it's just been difficult. I thank you so much for your time, your effort, and your energy for trying to resolve this, because it's been really, really hard. Keandre is my great nephew. Jackie is my niece, and her mom is my sister. And it's just taking its toll on the whole family.
Yes, ma'am.
And we just need some closure, some clarity, some justice. And it was so not fair, because I even lost my baby. Jackie lost her baby. But the thing is, this was not even supposed to happen like this. I mean, we don't even know. We still struggling with moving forward. And it's a day by day walk. So just please, if anybody has any information, please move forward with it.
Absolutely.
Because we miss her so much. So much.
Yes, ma'am. I can only imagine.
It's just so unfair. It's just so unfair.
Yes, it is. But I believe that justice will come. Justice will come.
Yeah. I just thank God for your strength. I thank God for just being able to help us to hold up as much as we are.
Absolutely.
But we need much prayer. We need much prayer.
Anything I can do. Yes, ma'am. I don't know what I can do other than call and, ask them, what's going on? When are they going to get back in the court system? Can we get a court date?
Yeah.
Where are the records at? We'd like to see the court
Because
documents.
something is definitely not right. It's not right. It's not adding up.
No, it's not, because that paperwork just disappeared miraculously.
And that's a whole setup.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes. Well, ma'am, we are truly sorry for your loss. And when I lost my grandfather, someone told me that one day you're gonna stop crying and you'll be smiling because you'll think about the good times you used to have. So and
the killer part is even after my sister, like I said, she never recovered. She had a heart attack. She became bedridden, and she never was able to walk. Barely could talk, and then she couldn't even hang on any longer. We lost both of them in less than a year.
I know. That's
my sister and my great niece in less than a year.
That's what Miss Jackie told me. So sorry. She died of
pretty hard.
Yep, she died of a heartbreak.
But yeah, but I just want to say thank you.
Ma'am, you're welcome. You guys can call in anytime if you want to say something. If anything happens and you want to get it out, yes, ma'am. Feel free to call in and we'll go live and the people will listen. Yes, ma'am. You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I have some more calls coming in. Let me see. Okay. Who do I have on the line? I think I have. Do I have any Houston calls on the line? Any family? Do I have any family on the line?
Yes.
Okay. Are you family? Okay. Yes, ma'am. What's your name? And if you want to tell us.
My name is Tamanisha. Carlether's cousin.
Okay.
Carlether might have just started to be a star to people in Hollywood and stuff, but for our family, she been a star. Carlether was born a star. She was just this big ball of light and this amazing person. And it's so heartbreaking to know that she was asleep. It doesn't get more innocent than being in your own home sleep and lose your life.
No,
And
it
the
doesn't.
fact that her son, her only child, had to go through his senior year and go through all these monumental moments without his mother, go through his graduation, go through his prom. And I'm so proud of you, Keandre, if you're still on here, because baby, you did that despite all of that. In spite of all of that. And I know nobody was cheering louder than she was from in heaven. And it's just a heartbreaking thing to see her mother, Jackie, to see her just basically in a daze, because how is this possible? To see George trying to be strong for his mama, to see Tiffany and Carlether was like sisters. Carlether had other siblings, but her and Tiffany, I didn't even know they wasn't sisters growing up. That's how close they were. That's how close they were all raised together. You didn't know who was a cousin from who was a sister. That's how our family is. That's how hard we love. And we are hurt. We are hurt that she was taken from us. She wasn't sick. She didn't have cancer. She didn't have no other disease that took her. Somebody took her life. And the reason that I can't believe his story is because I have neighbors. And the thing about me is I know all my neighbors' vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to shoot through a wall, and I know it went through my neighbor's wall, and I walk out to go to work, and I see my neighbor's car still there, but my neighbor ain't never came out that door after a bullet went off, I'm going to know something wrong with my neighbor.
You sure
And
right.
I'm going to call 911, and I'm going to call an ambulance. I'm not going to be worried about my career in the armed forces when I don't know if somebody just lost their life. See, it's that kind of logic right there that won't let me let this go. That right there in itself.
Don't make
sense.
sense.
You claim you left a note saying you'll pay for damages. Well, how much is a life worth?
Come on.
How much is Keandre growing up and having children that'll never know their grandmother? Getting married and his mama can't be at his wedding. How much is it for her mother to have to grow up without her only daughter? To have to grow old and not have her daughter there to care for her? How much is those damages worth? Because for us, Carlether was priceless. So it's just things I can say about when he put that note, but I'm going to chill on that. But I just wanted to say that my cousin was an amazing person. She was a loving person. If you took a minute to know her, you had a friend for life. Because she loved everybody. She loved everybody. I mean, beautiful person. I feel sorry for people who never got to know her because we were all so blessed to have her. And I thank you so much for this platform, for my family, for giving us this opportunity to keep her memory alive and to keep her name out here, because we know with exposure, it makes people have to start doing their job.
That's right. You're definitely. Do you know anyone? Conroe, Texas is trying to call. Let me just add them in case that's
okay.
Hold on. Let me try to add them. I'm trying to add the call. Nope, I think I did that wrong. Okay, are you guys still there? Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay, hopefully they'll call right back. I hit the wrong button. Okay, I think that's.
But thank you so much. That's all I wanted to say was beautiful person, and we miss her so much. We'll never stop saying her name. We have a responsibility to keep her name alive, even for our newer family members as they come, these babies who won't get to know her. We're going to keep her alive for every generation because she was more than worth it. That was our story.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've never lost a child, but I've lost a nephew who I treated like he was my son. So
yeah,
you just never know.
And I'm a mother, but nothing could prepare you for seeing. If y'all could have seen her mother, it was the fact that Jackie can even talk to y'all don't realize what a miracle that is.
Wow. Yeah.
That's so, in so many ways, and it was so hard to see her shattered like that and to not be able to fix it because nothing we could do could bring Carlether back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, Jackie, if you still listening, I'm so proud of you, cousin. I'm so proud of you. I give God glory for your strength. I know Carlether is cheering you on, saying, you better say that for me, Mama. I love you so much. I love all my family so much. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you for calling, cousin. We appreciate it. And I'm sure she does too. Carlether is listening, I'm sure. And she appreciates you guys keeping her memory alive.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there another caller? Now, who do we have on the line? Caller, are you still there? Okay, that caller's not there. Hold on, guys. There was another one from Texas that was trying to call. Let me see if I can get them. Because I tried to add you. Well,
The weather was cut.
Okay, maybe they'll call back. So while they're doing, we're waiting on them to call back. Hold on a second. And there they are. Hold on. Here's somebody. Hold on a second. Okay, do I have any family on the call? Hello? Yes. Ma'am? Hello? Hello?
Hi, this is New York. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
I'm good, thank you. How are you tonight?
I'm doing fine. Would you
I
like
want
to?
to first give my condolences to the family. I've been listening to what they've been going through. My first question to them is, it's unfortunate that we as a Black community, we always have to go this direction to get justice, that we can never get it the way it's supposed to be. So my question is, have they tried to contact like Ben Crump or Sharpton? Judge Hatcher had took on Philando Castell's case. Usually in order to get the real attention that they need, you need an attorney to start getting involved. So I was just curious to know, have they started that direction as well?
Okay, I am not sure, but I do know that, we are going to try and reach out as well and see if, we can reach someone. I sure won't be able to talk to them, but at least call the office and let them know that, what's going on. And if they feel it, find it in their hearts, to look into it, maybe they will. You just never know.
And maybe it may be enough of us who's on the line tonight to put some pressure on the phone.
Hold on, New York. Hold on one second. I have a family call coming in, I do believe. Is this family calling from Houston?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
You talking to me?
Yes, ma'am. I'm talking to you. Mm-hmm.
Yes, hi. Yes, my name is Cynthia. I'm the cousin. I call her Lisa. Nobody knew I called her Lisa because she had the middle name of my mom.
You're breaking up just a little bit.
Hear me?
Yeah, okay, I can hear you now. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, no, I was just saying I used to call her Lisa because my mom's last name was middle name was called Lisa Anderson, and so I'm a cousin to her. And I just want to tell my cousin Jackie, to be encouraged, and she knows I'm here. I've been praying and believing the family. I remember seeing Carlether at Walmart some years back over off of Wilson Road, and she said, cousin Cynthia, I'm gonna be acting. And I mean, we stood out there and talked for a little while, and I said, you are? She said, yes, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I said, girl, you're gonna do it too. And so, she really went and she did what she went out to do. And it just so, and like the other lady was just saying, when I saw my cousin, coming to the funeral home, it just broke me. So I couldn't even talk to her over the phone because I didn't even know what to say, because it was just so hard. It was so heartless, of everything that happened. But I just want to say to everyone, just be encouraged and, and Aunt Ellen, that was that's Jackie's mom. I was with Aunt Ellen the whole time at the funeral, sitting right there with her, holding her. And she was looking like, it was going on. And it did do something, because prior to that, I was there with Aunt Ellen so that no one would come and tell her what had happened to Carlether. And Nella was talking and doing this, moving, walking, doing everything. And then once Jackie got home, and then she was told, and it just took a lot of, of yeah, we thank you for what you're doing in order to get this sixth lady to stop.
Yes. Are you still there? I think her phone got cut off. No, let me see. Are you still? Hold on a second. To the family, are you still on there? It's sort of cut off. Are you?
No, this is called from Rockford. Can you put me on with that woman?
I think her phone got cut off. I don't. Let me see. I think that's her calling back. Hold on a second. Are you calling back, ma'am? Is that you?
Hi, no, this is George Foley. This is Carlether's brother.
Oh, okay. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for calling, and we are sorry for your loss.
Oh, I will appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm just calling. Actually, I'm just leaving work, have a lot going on, but I just wanted to call because I just want to thank everybody that has called in, all the family and everybody that's here listening or looking at the broadcast. I just wanted to just say that answer a few questions that one of the callers had called and asked.
Yes.
About Ben Crump, and so we have reached out to a lot of lawyers.
Okay.
Including Ben Crump. Everybody you can probably name in Houston, we have reached out. We have reached out to a couple of people also in Georgia, and we kind of feel like we have been blackballed because nobody wanted to take this at all. Nobody wanted to take it. So we actually was kind of backed in the corner. We didn't know what to do, and then we was grieving also. So we had to take some time off just to grieve, and then when we thought that we can go ahead and get back into it again and start looking for a lawyer again, then we start grieving all over again. So it has been a process. Okay, so we everything that everybody has called and asked us, have we tried to do this? Yes, we have tried. We have not talked to Ben Crump, but we have talked to his office.
Okay.
We have called Al Sharpton. Nobody returned our phone call back, so I don't know if he gotten any message. But yes, we have reached out to these people. So we're back in the corner. We don't know what to do. We have tried everything. And to go back on to a little bit what my mom said about the guy room was right in the back of my sister's room.
Okay.
Okay. Also, when they had the preliminary hearing, they changed the story from he was cleaning the gun to he was loading the gun. Okay. So it's a lot of lying going on, or it's a lot of okay, this happened, but no, this happened. This happened, but no, this happened. We don't know anything. And we have called the DA. The DA can't tell us anything. Okay. And then also I want to go back and I also want to say probably a day, I think it was a day before my sister's funeral, the DA did get in contact with us. And they did, the lady gave me her name, told me that she would be the point of contact, and she would be getting in contact with us, letting us know what's going on. But then probably a week later, after my sister's funeral, they got in contact. And at the time, my nephew was 17 years old. They got in contact with him. The DA, and plus, I think it was somebody that was involved in the DA, got in contact with him to let him know that the preliminary hearing was going on the next day. And he did not let us know that until the morning of, which was the next day. When I asked him why he didn't tell us, he said he couldn't wrap his mind around what was going on. And so they didn't get in contact with me or my mother to let us know about the preliminary hearing so we can get on and see what's going on. So I actually had to miss work. And when we finally got on to see the preliminary hearing, we couldn't even find it. They gave him some bogus information about the preliminary hearing and the time when they had already. I believe, I don't know if they had the preliminary hearing already or no. They didn't have it. They gave us the time of the preliminary hearing, which I believe the time was at 8, supposed to be 8 in the morning, but the time that they was really doing it, I believe, was around 9 or 10 o'clock. They didn't even give us the information to the preliminary hearing.
I know.
Then they put them on a $35,000 bond.
Yes.
that same day, and that's when they had said that that they had gave the judge the information that he was loading the gun instead of cleaning the gun.
It's something
the
fishy.
DA, the DA told us herself in front of my sister's apartment what all he had said, and he said, and by the way, he is married. His wife wasn't there that night. It was around 12 or 1 o'clock at night that this happened.
Oh, he's married. Okay.
He is married. And it just so happened his wife wasn't there. Okay? And he was cleaning the gun, and the gun went off. And the way they tell me that his room is set up, the bed is like going towards my sister's room, kind of like in front. His bed was facing the same way my sister's bed was facing. So he was laying down on the bed. This is what they were saying. I guess he was laying down on the bed, cleaning the gun, and the gun went off and shot her direct in her head.
It's like he would.
The top of her head.
It's like he knew. He aimed it through the wall. That's what it sounds like to me.
It was directly. Yes, ma'am. It was directly aimed. And then he told the DA that as soon as it happened, he left out, went and knocked on the door. He said nobody answered the door. Okay, of course nobody answered the door. My nephew was asleep. And you had to shot my sister. She couldn't get to the door, okay? He said that he left a note on the door, okay? So after he left a note on the door, I guess he went back around, went to sleep, woke up that morning and went home. I guess went to work. They say he went to work the next morning.
Did anyone ever see the note? Did your family ever see the note that he allegedly left?
We're still asking where this note is, and that was the whole thing. So the thing about it is, my nephew woke up that morning, okay? So before he left, the way my sister's room is set up, when you walk into her room, the bathroom is straight ahead, the closet is to the left, and her room is to the right. So you would have to step all the way into the room to actually see her. So if you peek in her room, you can just see the foot of her bed.
Right.
He just saw the foot of her bed. He saw her foot. Okay. He said he did not want to wake her. He said he was going to call her later, and he left. So when he left, when he opened that door, he had to saw the note. Okay. So when he came back home, when he realized that he had not talked to his mother all day, when he came back home, he had to see the note also.
But he never saw a note.
He went through the door. He never saw a note.
There was no note.
Okay, and that's what we're saying. And that's why we're like, okay, what's going on? Y'all making up stuff. What is going on? The DA, she couldn't even show us, the Detective Carter, she couldn't even show us the note. So it's a lot. It's a lot, and we don't know what to believe.
Yeah, somebody's lying, because where's the note? If her son didn't see the note, I have to say there was no note unless it flew away. But the police say they had the note. Did they ever tell you all they had the note?
No, ma'am. They took her phone. We have not received her phone back yet. They took her phone, so we couldn't get any information off her phone or anything. also is set up. The balcony is right next to his balcony. She used to skate all the time on her balcony. So he can look right out on his balcony and see her on that balcony. Okay? This part of town is very racist as far as what I was hearing. Okay? This was a young white man, I guess trying to go to the service, married. Don't know much about him. Okay, but come on now. This was not no accident. I'm sorry, it was not. This was intentional.
And they are covering it up, it appears to me.
Yes,
allegedly.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And we can't get no help at all. Every lawyer that we talk to, and that's why I say I feel like we're being blackballed, because every lawyer that we have talked to, we'll tell them the situation, and then they don't even call us back.
Wow.
So we don't, at this point, we don't know what to do. It's like we're tired, but we're not tired. We keep trying, and then there it goes again. They're telling us somebody can't help us, or they're not calling us back. So we don't know what to do at this point.
Well, can't get tired. I always say justice, even if it's slow, is sure, and it will come.
Yes,
you know, somebody's gonna pick
ma'am.
up. Somebody's gonna have a heart. Somebody's gonna do something sooner or later.
And I believe so.
I do too. I believe so as well.
Yes, ma'am. So I just thought I'd call and just
yes, we thank you.
Lay down some facts
and
that was not said.
And your sister would be proud. Thank you for calling and speaking up on her behalf.
Thank you.
You are welcome. And we once again we're sorry for your loss, and thank you, and praying for you and your family.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I think that was the last call. So what I was going to do, while the phone isn't ringing, just in case, I just want to show you guys, like, this here is where you go, the court system there, and you click on the courts portal, and then you hit search, and you type in the name. So Maxwell Williamson. There was an error in processing your request. Please try again later. I mean, so let me see here. No cases match your search. See, his case, it isn't even in there. Wait, can you also, or did it go to the next page? Oh, I got to take, hold on. It went to the next page where it says, so you see, this here's the courts portal page. So let me, hold on. I'm going to stop sharing that and show you guys the other page. What it shows me once I type in his name. Search results. Okay. I think you all will be able to see it now. See how it says? It says nothing. It says no cases match your search. When you put his name in, there is nothing there. It's like they have wiped it away. It's gone. I don't know what they did with it, but I mean, surely they haven't dropped the charges and not told the family. It's weird, but it says there's nothing there. There's no cases that match. So the next step is call 911. That's like, yeah, he should have called 911. And where is the note? Where is the note is what we would like to know. But he, I don't know. It's just, it's weird. Something's not right. But all we can do is continue to make some calls. I'm going to call them. I mean, I'm going to call them back again because the lady told me I needed to speak with the magistrate court or something like that. But everyone I've tried to talk to there, I've just been getting the runaround. Same as fun. But they did tell me that you could come and get the arrest warrant. So not that what we need is an actual court date is what we're needing, a court date. And that's pretty much, guys, all I have on it, right now, because like I say, there's no, the information has disappeared. Okay. It's disappeared. So I hope the family, was happy how I presented this tonight, but I will make some more calls, and I'm asking, my supporters, if you guys know anybody that know anybody, because everybody knows somebody that knows somebody, let's try and we got Sugarland, Texas coming in. Hold on, this may be family. Hello.
Hi, this is Juanette. Yes, Carlether was my cousin, and I was calling. I appreciate what you're doing and giving us this platform to be able to talk.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I think my cousin came down last year for her brother George. Shawnee just got off the line. Hey, Shawnee, and she came down for his birthday. Well, I had just had a baby, and so I wasn't able to make it to the birthday party. And then my cousin Tiffany had texted me and said, Carlether died. And I said, what? And she said, Carlether passed away. And I said, what? And I mean, it was like, where's all this coming from? And then when I called her, she's like, we're trying to get to Atlanta. We don't know what's going on. Keandre is calling us. I'm upset. And I was just like, I couldn't even believe this was happening. And then I started to feel so bad, because that time she was here, I missed seeing her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't think about those opportunities that your family, that could be the last time that you see that person alive,
Right.
And I always would think, man, I miss going to Shawnee's birthday. We missed George's birthday party. I would have seen Carlether there. We would have had so much fun. Even though I don't blame myself for not being able to attend, but I do think about it like, man, I would have been able to see my cousin one last time before she passed away, and it always bothered me, and it still bothers me a little bit. Because I didn't get to see her that last time she was here. And, it just hurt me so bad that we didn't get to see her.
Right.
We didn't get to see her that last time before she went back to Atlanta, not knowing that his birthday celebration was going to be the last time that we would see her alive,
Yes, ma'am.
So I just want to encourage everybody to love their family, spend time with them, see them when you can, And I even pray for my cousin Jackie, she lost her daughter. I can't say how that feels because I never lost a child, but I know she's dealing with a lot, and I'm praying for her and my cousin George. He lost his sister, and I'm praying for Keandre. Lost his mom, and he had to find his mom that way, and it's very hurtful for somebody to be so young and aspiring to do big and great things in this world, and then their life just be taken from them so, suddenly and so abruptly, and so encourage everybody to love one another when you get the opportunities. Go see your people, hang out with them, because we just don't ever know, we just don't ever know when our last day is gonna be, whether it be a accident, something like this. We just don't know, So I still kind of think about that. I wish I would have went, but I'm like, I can't. You just don't know. So you just gotta take every opportunity, family, to be with each other, friends, see each other, and love on one another, because we don't ever know. And I love y'all. I miss Carlether. I miss Aunt Ellen, going over there seeing her. And she said, my Carlether gone. I said, yes, Aunt Ellen, she gone. She said, I felt somebody kiss me on my head. Aunt Ellen said that she felt somebody kiss her. She felt like it was Carlether telling her bye, like she was telling her bye, and you just don't ever know what people going through, people feel. Just be there for them, and spend time with them the best way you can and the best way you know how, So, but I just wanted to call and thank everybody, and I thank you for letting us speak and talk to you. And I pray that all justice is done. I see that you had put the thing on the computer, and I really disturbed that there's no case showing up at all. I mean, it's almost as if like it did never happen.
I'm telling you, it's like it says there's, what does that say? Hold on, let me go to where I can see. It says no cases match your search. Like there's no case on him anymore. What happened?
How is that even possible?
I mean, surely they wouldn't drop charges on him and not tell the family.
How is that even possible though? Like I don't even know how that's even possible.
I do
like
not
they
know.
dropped, did they say they dropped the charges?
Because at first, when I first went on there, his case was out there, and I was able to pull that little document that I did show, and then I was trying to download the information, but I went back and it was just gone. It wouldn't never let me fully download it. So I called the help number like it said. And then the lady told me, she said, well, go back and try it again. And then after that, it was totally disappeared. It said, there's nothing.
That's awful. Because we can't just erase what happened to my cousin. We can't erase what happened to Carlether. We can't just delete and take away everything. If we could, we would. But we can't take that away.
And like someone just put, well, I'm just gonna start calling the clerk, just call their office and flood their office with calls. Where is his case? What happened?
What's the number? The number to call them.
Oh, there's hold on. There's numbers out there. Like the main court number, it was on here.
Okay, maybe I'll try to see what number, because I don't know if you had it right.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up here, 770-822-80. Yeah, there's a number that I can put, and then we can start with that number, and they will get you to where you need to be.
Okay, that sounds good. Then we'll appreciate everything, and I really hate to see. I really hope they have not done that without talking to my cousin them and about this case and just taking it off like it's never happened, like it was never there.
Surely you just never know what people will do, but
you really don't. But we know God see all, and He know all, and hey, if people don't pay for on this side, they support on the other side. So we just got to get it right with the man above.
Absolutely.
And ask for our sins to be forgiven and put it right with Him. Because they're gonna pay either way. He gonna pay. If he think he get off here, he gonna pay with the man on the other side. If he think he getting off over here, maybe he knows somebody in the justice system. Maybe he knows somebody that's a police officer. We don't know who he knows.
You're right, because it's definitely
cover for him. Cover for him, or make it like you saying, it's not pulling up like it's never there, never happened. Because he's looking at his record, trying to go to the army or whatever he's trying to do. So if that's on his record, then he can't, go to the services or whatever he's trying to do for the United States.
I'd like to know if he's in the army. But I have the number up there now where people can start the call and they'll get them to where they need to go. That's the main number.
Okay, well, I sure appreciate it. I will be giving them a call tomorrow and finding out what's going on with this, because it should not be obsolete or deleted or taken down as if it never happened. That's not okay.
No, it's not. And that's what it's looking like.
At all.
That's
because
what it's looking like.
We can't bring our Carlether back.
That's right.
If it ain't never happened, then rewind it all the way back to where we have Carlether back. If you're going to make it go away, make all of it, the whole thing go away and bring her back.
Mm-hmm. Something is not right. Somebody just texted and said something is crooked.
Yeah, something ain't right. Somebody hiding something. He either knows somebody or something. Because if he worried about, my cousin say he worried about him going off to the army, maybe he knows somebody. We don't know. He could know somebody.
I'd like to know if he's in the army. I would like to know if he's in the army. Because
can you is that public record or no?
I mean, I'm not sure, but I don't think the army would let him in with a case pending like that.
But that's what I'm saying. If we pulling it up and it's showing nothing there, how we know he didn't have no leagues or pools and stuff in the with the police or with the judges or whoever.
Yeah, they did. They told me that it should be with the DA or something, but I mean, nobody could find anything. So I'm just going to keep calling. And I just hope there's the number to start calling, guys, tomorrow. They're open from 8 to 5 for sure.
Okay, well, I'll definitely go give him a ring tomorrow and find out.
And just call and say, yes, I'm trying to find out information on the Carlether Foley case. Maxwell Williamson, allegedly shot through the wall, through her bedroom, and it was an accident, cleaning week. Just trying to find out what's going on. When is there going to be a court date? Is he still, has the charges been dropped? What's going on? That's what I'm going to say. But, I think if we all call, we could get somewhere.
Okay, well, we're going to call them. We're going to appreciate it. We're going to call them tomorrow and find out what's going on.
Yes, ma'am. Let's just flood them. Sooner or later, they'll tell us something.
Yeah, somebody got to let us know something. Whether it's behind the table, around the table, whatever, they got to tell us, they'll tell us something.
Yeah,
somebody going to tell us something.
The prosecuting attorney, it's the prosecutor. We need to get to the prosecutor's office, and we can start with that number. They'll get us there.
Okay, the prosecutor. Okay, all right. All right, well, she'll appreciate you this evening.
Yes, ma'am. No problem.
Okay, thank you. Okay, have a good evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Hello, caller. How are you?
I'm fine. I just want to tell the family, have you thought about hiring a private investigator?
I don't know. The family, they can hear you, so they can hear you. You just talk to them and tell them whatever you want. Can you cut your TV down in the back?
Oh yeah, let me turn it down because I just jumped out the hold on. I've been loud because I'm like here in the bathroom. Oh, that's me.
Yes. Yeah, cut it all the way down if you can. We can still hear it.
Hello?
Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, hello?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I called because I just wanted to speak to the family, first of all, to send my condolences, and also they need to get an investigator. You need to hire a private investigator.
I wonder if let me ask the family, is the fund that they, what do they call it, that they set up, because maybe they need, donations. I'm just saying, it was already set up. It could be expensive to get a private eye. $5 a person could help get a private eye if that's something somebody would like to do, since they already had one set up. I'm trying to think what
victims. What is that called? Victims Fund?
No, the GoFundMe account. Your TV is still up in the background, ma'am.
Oh, it is, girl, because this thing is so big. Okay, so the GoFundMe, yeah, they can start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I think
for her
for the legal to hire a private investigator, because that can be expensive.
Exactly. Yes, that's exactly what it is I'm thinking about. Because if there's anything going on within Gwinnett, okay, that private investigator is going to know.
Yes.
This is not anything that I would find to be strange, because the people and I'm not just saying like I'm not going to say that, but I just know that there is a lot of discrimination in Atlanta, in Georgia.
Yeah, it didn't happen in Texas. Yeah, Sanji, it didn't happen in Texas. It happened in Georgia. So she was
Georgia.
From Texas, but it happened in Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, and then she was living in a community where it's a lot of prejudiced people. Oh my God! So if the prejudice is going to extend to the police department, to the court, so I really honestly feel that they need to hire a private investigator. That is they're going to get a lot of help from that, because I can't see a case just disappearing. I don't see that. That makes no sense. And maybe he does know someone. And then if he's in the service, you should be able to call, and find out and, track down. Wait a minute, do they know his name?
His name is Maxwell Williamson.
Okay. They're gonna be able to track him down in the Army, because this is serious. That case, does anybody have any paperwork showing that the case was there?
I have that, but I do have that. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there's a definite case number. And because that, and then what about her death certificate? What is it? What do they say how she died? What was it?
I'm not sure.
Was it accidental? Was it suicide?
I think they were saying it's accidental. I think.
Okay, well, they can always change things, okay? Because it doesn't sound accidental to me. Because why with somebody who's cleaning their gun, and then you have it pointed to a wall, and you know that that is an adjoining wall to the next door apartment. Okay, that makes no sense. And if you have, I mean, the responsibility you're supposed to have, especially if somebody that's, you know, in the service, you should know to point that barrel in another direction. And two, how are you cleaning your gun with shells? How are you doing that? Even though I don't know a lot about guns, but I don't think you can clean a gun and have bullets in the chamber, or however that happens.
You're not supposed to, I don't think. But I have on the screen now the only case information that they had, and it said they had they gave him a pre-trial case number. It started with PRE, then it was case number 21-07660. But when you put that case number in there, when you put that case number in there now in their website, it says there's no case, there's nothing available.
Well, something is wrong, because I see on there it says bound over.
Yeah.
Bound over to Superior Court. Look at that. Case status bound over to Superior Court.
Yep. You turned your TV back up again.
Okay, I can turn it back up. No, I'm impressed. Girl, I'm just like, this is a bit much.
And it gave his name, Maxwell Williamson, his address at the time, the apartment. His attorney is Jeffrey Sleaze. We can call Jeffrey. We can call Jeffrey Sleaze's office too.
We can call the attorney.
Yeah, we can call the attorney.
And the attorney was retained.
Yes.
The attorney was retained. They sent me, right? Did you retain the attorney, or was that a public defender?
I don't know, but we can find
Girl,
out.
I have to, you know something? When I get out the tub, I'm going to get all this information. I'm going to stop it right here. Get all this information. Get all this information.
I'm going to look him up. Ma'am, I'm sorry, what you say?
I mean, I feel so bad. She was a beautiful woman, you know. Let me see. Yep. Come on, write it down. Hold on.
Yes, I'm trying to pull up something, guys. That's why. And I'm trying to pull up something. I'm trying to pull up the this attorney. So that's the attorney's office. I'm gonna show you guys that. But what you see on the screen now is all, you know, at once upon a time there was a charge. He was charged with involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct. Okay. One was a felony and one was a misdemeanor, and 1013 of 2021. And then, ma'am, can you cut your TV back down? Because it's definitely echoing. Just put it on mute. You can hear me. You can hear me through the phone.
Let me put it on mute. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, yeah, just put it on mute.
Hold on. Okay.
But then there was an arrest warrant, which they say we can get a copy of if you go there. But I mean, then a warrant application, and then a final appearance. No, first appearance, 8:30 a.m. on 9/28. And subpoena. And then they say preliminary commitment hearing, bound over, special, and then he had a special conditions bond, and after that there was nothing.
What is a special conditions bond?
Somebody put it in the chat, said it meant like no weapons or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's all.
I'm gonna take a look at this.
That's all we have thus far. And then I put up the attorney's office, his attorney that's listed on that form, Sleaze. And there's the information I have on him. You can see it. He's in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Yep, his number is 770-963-8607.
770-963. 8607.
And there it is, right there.
Jeffrey Sleaze.
Yep,
Okay.
Jeffrey Sleaze.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna see what I can find out, and I'll text you and tell you what I came up with.
Okay, and these are all the attorneys that are there, but that's the attorney that he hired at one point. Contact.
Okay. All right, sweetie. I'm gonna let you get back to the show. And but I'll be in contact with you. Mañana.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome,
All right,
honey.
bye-bye.
Okay.
So there it is, guys, and there's the attorney's information. If you guys want to write that attorney's number down, and we can flood his office as well. Hey, you have to do it the old-fashioned way. Call them up, 770-963-8607. Aren't you the attorney for Maxwell Williamson? What's going on with the case? What's going on? I mean, he might say attorney-client privilege, but what's going on? The family would like to know. Okay, we got another call coming in. Hello, caller.
Hey.
How are you? And let me add this other call too. Hold up. 1 second. Okay, wait a minute. Oops. Okay, Rivka, go ahead.
Okay, I'm not going to get mad tonight. Blessings to the Foley family. Much blessings to your beautiful daughter. She's beautiful. But one thing I have to say, I've been putting it out there. I want everybody to hear this one thing. We as people of color, kings and queens, we need to start educating ourselves. We all are smart, but we have to be smarter than those that's in Washington, D.C. In the Senate, there's a bill called the George Floyd bill. Everything that we are discussing tonight, that bill has where the family could have got the police report, PP, you could have got the police report. The complex, whatever information they would have to ask the apartment complex, they would have got that information. We have to know that there are people that don't want to see our people. That's Spanish, that's Black, and that's white. Especially when it comes to crimes towards our people and our families, there's no justice for us at all. The only way we get justice is we educate and know that there was a bill that Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, and a lot of people in Washington went and passed. It passed in the House of Representatives, and it got voted on. Then it went into the Senate, the evil Senate, that's what I call it, where things go to die. All the Republicans did not vote for this bill, and two mofo Democrats, which is Joe Manchin in West Virginia. Anybody in West Virginia need to start calling that bastard up and telling him to pass that bill. And then Sinema in Arizona. We need to know what's in these bills, because the crime bill, just like that brother Cross regarded something he did not do, people that had charges and they paid their time, they come out, they need to get a life, they need to be able to work, they need to be able to have a family and have dignity. So that's what the crime bill is. What we do as a people, we don't educate ourselves, we don't vote for nothing. We're like, oh, I don't want to get involved, but I'd rather go to a party, and then in the party somebody wants to shoot up something. We got guns out in the streets, right? We got drugs out in the streets. We got COVID that came, now it's coming back. We have climate change that's happening. What do we have for our young generation to give them what type of planet, right? We got so many things that's going on in this world right now. We're all depressed, but you know what? We can't give up and give in, because we got the gift of all our ancestors that was before us, that we get off our behinds and start to know that if you want to change stuff, it starts at the local level, the school board, the lady that you just had on the computer, the clerk that handles this documentation that you're trying to get, right? Or whoever lady you've spoken to, if she's not doing her job, vote her out. Then it starts at the state representatives. Then it starts in Washington. Who we be putting to go in this office? Because people that's in Washington, sweetheart, okay, everybody that's hearing me, they die till they're like 99 years old. I'm in my high 50s. I've been at this since I was 18, working for politics. I worked for Obama's campaign and beyond. I worked for so many campaigns. I've been to Washington. I've been marching. How much marching are we going to keep on doing? We're not waking up. That's what we're not doing. at all. Some are, but we're not. And it has to be all of us, all for one, all for everyone. Black, white, Spanish, Asian, I don't care if you blue, you green, whatever. We got to come together because you know what? Who's running Washington? It's the billionaires and the millionaires. And we're all paying as high gas. You think they got a problem paying gas? We work for them, right? We get nothing. We pay our taxes. I'm paying taxes. I'm getting nothing.
Yeah.
We can't do it alone. And Al Sharpton and Dave Crump can't do it alone. We got to come together. Please read. I wish we could do a segment on the George Floyd bill so we can educate ourselves what's in that bill.
We need to, yeah, we need to do that. We need to get a copy. We need to get a copy of the bill and then read it so we can pull it up. I'm sure it's online and read through the bill.
And then also the crime bill, because then people will know, like, oh, I'm going to get out and vote, because everybody, all our family that we have in MPP, you had a member of our families that passed away. That person, right now, the cops will be investigating, but they don't got the money. And half of that money was going to police stations and investigators that can find out who killed your loved one. I mean, we kind of wake up. And then our brothers and sisters that's in prison, they want to get out for a crime they didn't do, but they stuck in all of that and keep complaining. You got family? Tell your damn family, get on it. Get with it. That's the only way. Wake up, people. Take the veil off of your eyes. Let me calm down. Let me Usa. Calm down.
Usa, calm down. And the family is all about the family.
I ain't going to calm down, but that's what we can do as a people, a collective people. Because I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, and I don't give one hoot. They're all the same in Washington. I had to learn that at a later age. But the order to save this planet for the children, our grandchildren, and for families like this beautiful young lady, Carlether, Foley, and her family and her mom. It breaks my heart. I can cry. I can do this. I can do that. You know what? I will do the researching, because you know, PP, you know I'm on it.
I know you're on it.
I'm going to get all that information. I'm going to do my thing. But we have to do it together, and we have to be smart about it. Everybody's in I don't care if you're in the blue state, red state, you got to start calling these people, because they're not working for you. And they're billionaires and millionaires, and they got health care. We don't got health care. They got freaking millions of dollars. Do you got $1 million? Do your guys got millions of dollars? You get free health care. Do you get a pension? Well, in Washington, D.C., with our taxpayer money, these cops and these police stations work for us. It's our taxpayer in every state. Wake up, people. I love you. I love everybody that's listening. And I love this family. I love Andre. I love every family that has a victim. But the way we do it is flip the script and flip that table on these mofos, because they are killing us all. And when I pass, it's going to be the same thing. How long are we going to keep going? Slavery was 400 years. Slavery is still going on, because that's what prison is. People, I love you. Have a blessed night.
Thank you, Rivka, and she will be helping me with the research. Thank you, Rivka. I appreciate it.
All right. I'll talk to you later, babe.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay. Hello, Richmond, Virginia. Oops. Well, we got cut off. That got cut off. Let me see. Who was calling? Let me try this person. Oh, hold up. Here we go. Okay, well, let me see. Okay, hello, caller. Hello.
Hey, Julie.
How are you? Can you cut your TV down in the back, please?
Yeah, that's my phone. Yes, I want to extend my condolences to Carlether Foley's family. It's a horrific situation. And I really think that getting an investigator is on point. I'll tell you why. Apparently, there are some political connections or some strong connections for this Williamson guy. His family, whether it's him or his family. and they're not wanting to charge this guy. Now, if they allow him to go in the military, knowing that this was a pending situation, that's automatically room for dismissal. Now, we're talking about someone that died. We're not looking at someone that just got injured. So there's no way to just consider this an accident or let it go. This is either manslaughter or reckless homicide. There's just a whole lot to this, and I think once we start digging in, especially with family ties, that we're going to find out that there's a whole bunch of sheets that's coming off.
Yes, ma'am. I believe you. Alabama,
Now,
I believe you.
I can tell you this. There was another situation very similar to this that happened in Fulton County, not too far from Gwinnett County. There was a black woman involved. To this very day, no one has been charged. And it was a horrific situation. One difference in this situation and that one is her family's not laying down. Carlether's family is not lying down and let it happen. They're making noise. This is a good step that they made. You've got a good platform. There's got to be some noise made. Now, I'm a veteran and a registered nurse. And I can tell you, if he went into the military and they allowed him to go in, that district attorney covered it up.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a whole bunch of problems. Because the military is not going to allow that. And it's easy to find out if he's in the military. There's a military locator website. All his name would have to be is typed in.
Okay, somebody that can go to the website right now, military locator website.
Exactly. Type his name in.
Maxwell Williamson.
But I can best believe you that this is something political affiliation with his family or some deep-rooted situation with the Klan. And they're allowing this boy to get off as if that girl life meant nothing. And we just cannot allow it.
Okay. Everybody's going to call in the morning. And I know when we call the attorney, I know they're not going to give us any information, but at least if we call, it'll set some fire. They'll know we're out here thinking about it. But we can definitely call that police department and the prosecutor's office.
We can call the prosecutor's office, but the cover-up perhaps it had to be. They had to be part of the cover-up.
Because let me tell you, when I tried to purchase those records, and when you put his case number in now, it says there's nothing available. It's like they took it out. It vanished without a trace.
Well, they are part of it. If they disappear from that particular office and there's nothing there, they're part of it. Now, that private investigator, like the lady suggested, that would be a great start. But we're looking at the district attorney office, the prosecution's office.
Yes, that's what we got to call.
Perhaps we need to go to the attorney general's office.
Yeah, because they have a new attorney general there. We can call that. We're going to call that one too. I'm going to look that number up. Call everybody.
Then, Southern Leadership Christian Conference out of Montgomery, Alabama. If we can find out that there was some discrimination in this case, and it sounds to me like it was, and it is, then we could get one of that organization to take on this case and see what he can come up with. There's a many avenues to go about this, but I do believe Williamson and his family needs to be looked into in depth. There is some type of political tie somewhere.
I'm sure it
and
is.
That's why they're trying to help this boy get off. But he can't get off on this because whether it was an accident or not, it's still considered reckless homicide or manslaughter. Because that's just like if you're in a vehicle and you're driving, and listen, was he even tested the next day for drugs? Was any lab work obtained to see if he was under the influence? Come on now. We just can't let this happen.
No, ma'am, we can't. That's what the family wants. The family needs us to call, write, or do whatever. Call this. This is the Attorney General of Georgia. Okay, call his office. Tell him that he got some cities around there that are not doing the job. Some of his employees, they all report to him.
Exactly. Penny, I would try to find, if no one can find his information on the military locator and what he should be able to, I definitely can find it. And I'll get back with you on this.
Well, yes, ma'am. I told y'all I had some good old investigators out there. Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all have a blessed night, and I'm tuned in to the show.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, caller. How are you?
All right. Hey, Christy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for calling.
I just want to ask you a question. You always owning money about stuff, and you're right. I remember when you said Travell Hill was going to please give. You think Terica Ellis will?
Okay, but I do, but we're talking about this other family that lost their daughter now tonight. Have you been watching the show?
Not really.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Have you been watching the show? We talking about Carlether Foley tonight.
Yeah, I know.
But we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. But I do, to answer your question, yes, I will say yes. But you have anything you want to say about this? Have you been following it tonight? You want to say anything to the family, or you got any comments on this?
Well, my heart goes out to the family, and I keep them in my prayer.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right.
Okay.
And I keep you in my prayer. You is a good person and have a good heart, and you don't let nobody run you down. I'm proud of you.
I ain't gonna let nobody run me down. It ain't gonna work.
I can see that.
It's not gonna work.
I was telling my husband about
justice.
I just feel on your money, and she know what she talking about. I ain't gonna hold you long. When you have a good night and stay safe and stay blessed.
Okay, I will. Thank you. Yes, I will not yield. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. No, but the Lord himself, okay. Hold on a second. Oh, I lost the call. Wait a minute. Okay, let me see. They had called. Let me see if this person is ready to talk. Trying to call them back. It was ringing. Because there were so many calls coming, and I didn't want to interrupt someone while they were in the middle. But this is Carlether Foley behind me, beautiful young lady. And we're going to make those calls.
Hello.
Hello. Did you still want to speak on the Carlether Foley case?
Yes. My heart goes out to the Foley family, the entire family. I've been listening. But I was just thinking, because it's really unfortunate that the family hasn't been able to get any type of representation. And I was thinking, does Black Lives Matter, do they help out, or do you think they would have any suggestions?
No, we're gonna start with the prosecutor's office, then the attorney general, and we're gonna try to reach out to, who is it? At Sharpton and them, we're just gonna make some calls. I don't know about Black Lives Matter. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
No, I said, I don't know how that works either with Black Lives Matter, but I was also thinking about,
You're going in and out. Your phone is going in and out. I think we lost her. Okay, I think we may have lost her. Okay, I think we lost her. Let's see. Do I have anyone else? Anyone else want to call in? Thank you guys for listening. How long have we been on? 2 hours. That's my time. I try to do 2 hours. I hope you guys, like I said, I want to say this again to the family. Justice, even if it's slow, it is sure. Okay, it is sure. But you just gotta stay focused. I mean, literally, I'm just imagining. I can't imagine. But me and my supporters, you see what they were saying. This one lady said she was gonna, my Alabama caller, she was gonna get the information. She'll find out about the military. She's gonna find out, and she has the resources to do it. She's helped me. She sent me a lot of things, so she will be able to do that. But I just thank you guys for listening tonight, and I'm going to we're gonna go out with a different song tonight. If I can find the one that I want to play. Oh goodness, I can't even think of the name of it. There's a song. I had Henry. Are you there? Are you gonna say anything, Henry? He was there.
Yeah, I'm still here. Hey, everybody.
Well, what do you think about what's going on?
I think it's just really sad they just covering up stuff. But yeah, they somebody need to be that lady voice because she won't, justice serves. And it just has to be served.
Yes. Yes. Oh, we got one more call coming in.
Okay.
Hello, caller.
Hello, Foley.
Yes. Are you there? Caller, are you there? Her phone is messing up. That's the one that got cut off a minute ago. I don't know.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I found out what the problem was. Accidentally pressed my mute button on my phone. That's what it was. Sorry
okay. Okay.
But anyway, yeah, another. I was just thinking of a plethora of things because I had thought about Black Lives Matter. I thought about the NAACP. I thought about maybe someone can try to get in contact with Judge Mathis, Judge Joe Brown, because even though they're judges, they may know an attorney that they can refer them to. Also, the lead attorney who's on YouTube, maybe someone can reach out to him and maybe he may have some suggestions. I was just thinking of other avenues too.
Okay.
So,
well,
yeah, but Judge Joe Brown, he don't bite his tongue. So I would call him first before anybody else. Yeah, he has a lot of connections too.
Well, we're gonna see. Well, we're gonna definitely start out with calling the local offices there in in Gwinnett County, and the prosecutor's office. That's what we're gonna call with everyone. You guys should have the number. They will put up there. So please give them a call. There it is.
Also, I wanted to know, the son had mentioned that every attorney that they called, it seemed like they being blackballed or something. But I was just curious, I'm surprised you didn't ask them, what exactly were they told when they reached out for an attorney? What type of explanation did the attorney's offices give them for not taking the case?
Okay, and hold on 1 second. Hold on. And I think Jackson, cut the feedback down in the background and hold on. Can you cut the TV down in the back? Okay. Going back to Chicago, I think that they just told them that they said they never heard back from them. They just did not contact them back. So it's not like they didn't tell them anything because they didn't contact them back.
Who's the investigators on this case?
Yeah, that's what we need to know. Who is the investigator? That's what I asked today. I say, well, can I speak to the investigator, the detective on the case?
Something ain't right in the water. I'm just telling you, something ain't right because they're supposed to do a protocol with the
association.
I'm sorry,
attorneys to see if they can refer them to someone.
Call who?
The bar association.
The bar
association.
association.
Chicago. Yes, because ours is called the Chicago Bar Association.
Okay.
Where you would call if you need an attorney or something like that, and they can refer you to someone that a good attorney because they pay attention to attorneys that are on the BBB list, which is the Better Business Bureau list. For good attorneys.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the family is listening, but I do know we're going to start with calling just to see if we can find out if the case is if it still even exists. What's going on? I mean,
it had to exist because the judge had to close it down.
Too, like the lady you mentioned about the Attorney General office. Also they can call the Alderman office in their ward or something like that, and You know, we got a plethora of ideas and stuff. Because if we utilize all of those ideas, then something got to come through. Something.
Right. Well, we'll start tomorrow. That's all we can do is start tomorrow and see where it goes. And I thank you for calling.
Okay, thank you.
And you're welcome.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Do I have another caller on there?
Yes, I am.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Hey, Phil, I love your show.
Thank you.
And appreciate your show. And my condolences to Mrs. Foley and her family. I want to know, has this case been reported to the DOJ?
I don't know. We do have a new attorney general up there. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'll text Miss Foley. I'm not sure, Miss Jackie. I don't know.
Well, when you if you can, ask Miss Foley, does she know if the DOJ has even heard? Because a lot of times we think, of course, the Department of Justice has heard of all this stuff happening, but it's so very few small cases actuality feel to actually get to them.
Right.
People have to know that. Because there's so much happening that's reported to the DOJ daily. So
yes, ma'am.
They only accept and I don't know what it is that makes them, if they feel and see something was wrong, other than that, if they don't feel it, the Department of Justice never hear of it. Or what about the DOJ or the ACLU?
Okay.
And I don't know, but if she say yes or no, so then I'll myself personally start working on that.
Okay, well, any type of research you can do to assist, we would appreciate it.
Yes, but if they already got the case, then you don't need to
I don't think
but
they
like
do.
I said, we be thinking, because we be thinking, we heard of it, the DOJ has, but a lot of times, because it's so much stuff, they don't never heard.
Okay.
And just when I heard this don't even sound, they know, if you just listen to the story and the mother and her broken heart, it don't, you know what, Phil? When he wrote that letter and put it on her door, he was actually set up his alibi.
I want to know where the note is. Where is the note, and what did the note say?
Real smart detectives know this because they deal with criminals every day in their behavior. This is what they do. When you do something wrong, you start setting your alibi and your backtrack. So he thought he was one step of the game.
Yes.
I thought he was done. Yes, ma'am. So, Phil, I will just check into that with the Department of Justice or the ACLU, and I'll get back with you and try to find.
Thank you, Merrick Garland. Yes, Merrick Garland. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Merrick Garland had tried to put him on the Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hello, caller.
Hey, girl, this 510 again.
Hello, 510. It's Oakland, California.
Yeah, girl. I called you the other day when I was talking about Ike and all that with sweet stuff.
Okay, well, we're talking about Carlether Foley tonight.
I know. That's what I'm calling for. I was just letting you know who I was.
Okay.
I was calling. I feel so bad for this family, but they really could start because I'm thinking about it. The best way to get some noise going down there, because the DA and all of them, they all work together. If they need to go to their city mayor. They need to make some noise. And I know that black lawyer, Benjamin Trump, he works with the Black Lives Matter. They could look him up on Google. They could try to get in touch with him because it looks like they just really need help because nobody's standing behind them. The attorneys, they're not talking to them. They need to go with somebody like him because he fights for the Black Lives Matter. He's in everything. He always with Al Sharpton, but Benjamin Crump. And they really need to go to their mayor because the mayor, they're over the police department because it's something when you can't find a case. I don't care if it's just something petty. You can always find if there's any type of, it could be an arrest made back in the 80s. They can pull it up. So there's no way that this just disappeared. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nothing like this. This just disappeared. A whole person was killed, was murdered. And I don't believe it was an accident, but he got that privilege card, so he got off, and I don't care if they make enough noise, honey. They make enough noise when the big mainstream press pick it up, that's when that mayor is going to get involved. That mayor is going to come, they're going to have to open up an investigation because this family is not letting it go. They see this family is not going to let it go. It just sounds like they don't really have anybody helping them, physical. I'm glad that they reached out to you, because girl, honey, child, I'm telling you, if I get in any trouble, I'm calling you. Hi. Call Philly Phil.
Call Philly Phil.
Honey. Yes, honey.
Well,
At
thank
the grocery store, yes, and at the grocery store clerk get me on $1, I'm calling Philly Phil.
Well, thank you. Thank you for putting so
Yes.
much trust in me.
Yeah, I do, girl. I thank God for you. I believe that that's your call, and you're out here, you're out here helping. You're not trying to get money like a lot of these other bloggers. You are not asking people for nothing, which everybody should go there, because I am, honey, because I feel like you plant the seed where it's work, where it's gonna grow, something's gonna prosper. So you are very, very enlightening to me, girl. You just my whole spirit. I just love you.
Thank you.
I just love you. Yes,
Thank
and
you.
we're going to keep this woman in prayer, and I'm so glad she reached out to you. I'm telling you, girl, you are a whole new realm of help for Black folks.
Well, thank you.
I'm telling you. But that's all I was trying to say. That's all I was just telling them, please, if they're listening, go to your city mayor, put the pressure on the mayor. I don't know who it is out there. And when they press up, it's going to pick it up. That mayor is going to go back to that police department to find out what happened to those records. I know records just disappear. Put the pressure on and get Benjamin Crump involved. That man, honey, he will come. I mean, he usually just do big lawsuits for Black people, but when it comes to the police and all that stuff, but I'm sure he will help this family. I'm hoping, I'm praying that he'll help them.
Yes,
Because
and we do have that Senator Warnock. We have Stacey Abrams. So we're just gonna see. We're just gonna try to reach out to everybody. Reach out to everybody.
Right,
somebody
yeah.
got to take the bait. You throw enough out there, somebody got to take the bait.
That's right. You said that's right, hon. That's right. We're not gonna lay down on this because they need help, and it's just sad. I just wish they would just protest or something. Get a lot of people down there together and protest right in front of the police department where they got to make some noise. They got to make some noise.
Yes, they do.
But I just want you to know, thank you for everything you're doing, and God bless you and bless their family, Lord. Just help them. It's not going to ever give them closure, but it's going to give them peace, to know that this man has bought that their baby, she's a baby to me. I'm 60 years old. This man is behind bars because I believe it was intentional. I believe he got pissed off because our TV or something was too loud, and he's playing it. Okay, and he knew how them apartments are made. He knew where he heard the noise coming from. He knew what he was doing.
Right.
When he shot through that wall.
Something's going
He knew
on.
what he was doing.
And if anybody have any relatives close to Duluth, Gwinnett County, let us know. Ask them to go down there and anybody can go in there and get the copy of that arrest warrant. Any records that we need somebody there. We need some.
Right.
We need some assistance. Okay.
Yes. And we gonna do like you say. If we have to do a GoFundMe, but I believe Benjamin Crump, if he really heard about it, he hasn't heard about it because they haven't hit the news. If they make some noise, then he'll get them calling him, and he's seeing it on TV, on the news press. Then he'll come. He'll come. He do try to assist Black people when they having problems. Nobody want to help them because some cities is like that. It's a city in California called Modesto. My son was down there, girl, and the police officer, this was for years ago, I was down there, hit him in the head with a flashlight. And I was called after they had handcuffed him. And all he was doing was walking to an apartment building. They thought that he was some part of a problem, that there was a party going on. He wasn't even at the party. But they hit him and they handcuffed him. They handcuffed him first, then they hit him. So I was looking for a lawyer, and this one lawyer told me, I called so many, and they said no lawyer is going to go against the police department, Modesto Police Department. No lawyer in Modesto in that valley. So I had to call one, because I live in Oakland, so I called a lawyer in Oakland. Because I thought the Modesto Police Department, the lawyers was going to do something, because it was local down there. But honey, that city where that boy got let go at, the lawyers all work together. They're not going to go against that police department because they know that the police department.
Well, if they're going to try that, that's why we're all going to call Gwinnett County. We're going to start tomorrow calling, reaching out. Everybody's going to try and work together collectively and see what we can do to help the family. I want to thank you, caller, for calling in. Okay, it's over my time.
Thank you so much, Philly.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a
sorry,
good.
girl.
Oh no, thank you. Okay, bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.
All right, guys. I want to thank y'all, everyone that has called in. Everyone that hit the link, I do appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Foley, and thank you, your grandson, the brother, the cousins, the great aunts. Thank you, everyone that called in. We are so sorry for your loss. Just thank you, everyone in the chat, all my moderators. Thank you guys for all that you've done. And please, the numbers that I put up, let's call. You can start with this number and ask for the prosecutor. His name is Maxwell Williamson. He is the one that was cleaning his gun allegedly and shot it through the wall and took her life, and allegedly left a note. Where's the note? Can we see the note? What did the note say? What did he know and when did he know it? Okay, he shot that gun. What did he know and when did he know it? Something ain't right. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to end with this song. And you guys have a good night. Let me find what I was going to play here. Okay, here it is.